This was in this apartment residence that Mr. Tran has been living for many years. Thanks to the project manager, Daniel Sweet, I got hold of him and I was able to track him down. Mr. Tran, nice to meet you. I'm so happy. I just want to check if you're happy to meet up with Lawrence Tran.
You know what? I just wish to follow the legacy of my dad.
It's fantastic, Lawrence. I mean, it's a beautiful project.
Really?
You even follow like the footprint of my mom, who is, always was a tycoon in building up hotels, and now you're doing the same here in Vietnam. I'm very pleased to come here and see your project. What a fantastic venue.
Yeah, I love this place so much that I don't think I ever return to Australia ever again.
Well, this is why I thought so when I came here, and also I wanted to know what happened to Joey and Sonia.
You know what? They got married.
Really?
Yeah!
Finally, I can't believe it. Why haven't I then got my invitation? Where was my invitation?
I couldn't reach you. I don't know where you were. So you've been a mysterious person all this time?
Oh, you know where I am.
I know.
It's Purple Grove, doesn't move. But I'm glad. I mean, I'd like to see more of it. Can you show me the conference venues and all that? Let's go.
When we went to see Dad, I did get a bit of a shock.
Well, we haven't seen him for a while, and we weren't that close.
Well, I haven't seen him for a while because she sent me out of the country for 20 years.
Yeah, well look, let's not go over all that again. That's just history, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we've got to work together on this new
Of course
project.
we do.
Yeah. Well, as you know, Dad said in his will that he wants us, one of us, to marry a Kelly. So I married Penelope and that failed, and now I'm surprised to hear you're with Claire.
Well, one of us had to be a success, and as usual, I've stepped up to the mark, haven't I?
I'll say you think. Anyway, what we've got to do, and I'm sure you agree, is build this new aged care facility out here on the Northern Beaches into the finest aged care facility in maybe New South Wales.
Well, that's exactly what I spoke to you about before. It has to be the pinnacle and the highest possible standard.
Yes.
And this is the standard that I want it to be. Losing our project in Pyrmont,
Yeah.
that was really devastating and frustrating to say the least.
Yeah.
You know what I went through after all the work I put in to build that up.
I know you worked very hard, but now we're going to make this the best aged care facility.
We've got to work together,
Yeah.
and like I always say, we have to
survive and thrive.
That's right.
Another step, yep. It's okay. I'm just taking you around to the lounge. That's it. Okay, there's the lounge right there on your left, yeah? That's it. You right?
Well,
You know, we've got the stick if you
I
need
don't
to.
need the stick. I'm alright, I can do it.
I don't want you snapping at me, I'm just trying to help.
Yeah, but you know, this like, you know, I can feel the boat. I can't see it. You know that's my passion. I just want to sail, and you know, I can't see.
Well, I'm sorry if it upset you going down there. I just thought it might be good for you to get out, get near the water.
Yeah, I know, but I've got this trip coming up soon, and you know, I thought I was going to be better, and you know, the doctor said I was getting better, and
Just one step at a time.
yeah, but I haven't got time. You know, it's in a couple of weeks. This trip. You know, it's my dad's dream.
Well, you might,
got to
you might
live
just
out
have
his
to
dream.
delay it.
Well, I can't delay it. I've got to see. I've got to be able to see.
Well, we're doing everything possible.
We've got to do more.
How many rooms altogether?
About 600?
It's massive. And you've got enough guests coming in?
Of course. I have my status in this country, you know.
Let me tell you about Janet. Janet is back. Back in Sydney. And this is what she was with Joey initially. I thought I saw stage you guys got back together. But
Oh, come on. No, that's not going to happen. I don't talk about her, you know. It's not worth it. It's past. It's not past.
I mean, it's difficult for me to picture that you'd be spending the rest of your life here in Vietnam when you were committed to the Kelly's Grove, you know, you worked there back the time with Sharon.
You know what? There's nothing there anymore. I mean, my son is here, and they're here, and it was so unexpected, and I'll never leave this country ever again. What's the point of going back to Australia when there's nothing there for me to ponder anymore?
Probably right, yeah. So have you built up that by yourself? I mean, it went very quick.
Of course not. What do you think I am? Not Superman? I had to introduce to you my business partner.
Okay,
How about that?
why not?
Okay?
Let's meet at the afternoon.
Well, it's finally happened. In a few weeks' time, I've got to give Purple Grove away back to the government.
Look, I know it seems awful at the moment. It really does, and I can't tell you how I feel for you on this, but it will happen again. There is that opportunity on the northern beaches, and I have every confidence that we'll all be working together again.
This has been very difficult, the whole process.
Yes.
Very, very difficult.
It is very, very difficult.
I have worked hard to build that Purple Grove, and look at it. Look at it now.
Look, you're an entrepreneur. You have skills that are highly in demand. I'm sure we can get backers, and we can look at, maybe in the next 6 months even, starting a new project. Your father had 2 Purple Groves. We can do it again. It's time to take advantage of the other one. But there's one thing that I have to know. I really need to know about 602. I can't face it again. I'm traumatized. I cannot see that person again. What are you going to do?
Well, that's the reason I kept her there. It was for everybody's good.
I think you have to let her out. I think you have to finish that. That this has to stop.
I can't do it. I can't let her go at this stage until we get ourselves out of this mess.
Oh, how do
I
we
told you it was complicated.
How do we do that?
Tell me, I mean, it's been built up very quickly. You've got an army of people working here.
A lot of effort, I tell you, it's not easy. But but I was lucky that got a piece of big land here, and I got the dream about building a big resort like this, and it's happening. It's just happening.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. It starts to
like
rain
it?
actually.
Yeah, I like it very much.
How did you go with Sean at the boat ramp? Look, I was hoping it might just, jog something for him in his memory. We spend a lot of time down there, and just, the motion of the waves and the smell of salt water. I thought it would help his senses, and it might help his sight. Well, that's what Dr. Vincent said anyway, that it may help trigger something.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Nina. It's just horrible.
Look, I've heard, sometimes this could have an effect on them, but it might be. I hope it's just temporary. I mean, I do believe it is, and hopefully it'll be fine. Yeah, look, we've just got to work through it. Oh, I'm really sorry, but I'm there for you.
Yes, it's very nice being here. It's so handy, isn't it?
It certainly is. It's pretty easy to work things out, to plan ahead now that the other olive grove is gone.
Yes.
So we're working full ahead now on getting it going and up and running. It'll be the best facility, aged care facility.
It will. It's showing great promise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrific. Now it's time to get matters straightened out. This marriage thing that you've been carrying on,
Yeah.
well, we all know it's not legal.
What are you talking about?
This Thai marriage was never with a Thai person, I know that.
What are you playing at? Are you trying to blackmail me or something?
Look, I never wanted you to marry my sister. You are still legally married to that woman.
Well, why are you doing this?
You are still legally married. Your marriage here has no standing. It's a bigamous marriage. It is not, in the eyes of the law, a marriage. That your other marriage is still registered in Thailand. It wasn't just a Thai ceremony. It was a legal marriage. Look, I never wanted you in the family, ever. I didn't want you married to Penelope.
What's Penelope got to do with it?
It just shows, I'm just telling you, I didn't want you married to her. Then you married this Thai lady, which you say you married, and you said you married in a Thai ceremony.
Yeah.
Well, it was a legal marriage. There's records of it.
Yes, but what are you actually trying to do?
Well, how can you marry Nina when you're still married to this Thai lady?
Well, we're going to have to sort that one out.
Yes, you are.
And, but I don't understand what you're in this for.
I
Why
have
are you-
known from the very beginning what was going on.
From that far, I knew you were in it. I knew you'd be behind that plan.
It's in my interest to keep abreast of all knowledge.
So, what do you get out of this? What do you get out of it? I mean, well,
You'd want to get on with it because you know very well that this Thai person was never a Thai person. It was
Yeah.
Janet.
yeah, Janet, that's right. Yeah.
That's why you've been avoiding her.
Well, it's going to have to be worked out. I'm going to have to do something about it. So, you never really were genuine about bringing Janet into town, were you? You just wanted to depress me, cause me angst and depression and everything else that goes with it. All that for Purple Grove.
I was genuine. It was a good idea to have Janet come back here. I was genuine. Janet was definitely the best one to look after my sister before she passed away. And I wanted to know her frame of mind and what was going on. And your brother, he thought it would be a good opportunity to sort everything out.
What, Jeff?
Yes.
Jeff is trying to keep me out of the picture. Okay, I know that. But I won't let him do it. Jeff is not going to succeed in getting me out of the picture. I'll use every bone in my body to stop him. He's a nasty piece of work, oh, Jeff.
So, my business partner.
Yeah, where is he?
I recognize him.
Okay, where is he?
Was over there. Now I'm just going to stop him. He doesn't know
Let's
that
go.
we are coming.
Aged care centre's progressing well. Everything's going to plan with that. Unfortunately, Purple Grove, we're going to lose it.
I can't believe we're losing it. So what happened in Hobart with Grandad? I mean, I thought he was dead. Dad, it's just another lie.
No, it isn't. He was senile, and I had to speak with him and get a few things organised, that's all. Then he passed away, and I wanted to honour him and make sure his wishes are carried out in terms of Purple Grove.
I don't think it's right that you've married her. To get your hands on the land, you know, for your own self-serving purposes. You marry for the heart, you know?
I mean, it's a fantastic view and location. Hello. Oh. Oh. Chris?
Yes, long time. Long time. How are
Can't
you?
believe the third cousin.
Ah.
What are you doing here?
I've been working with Lawrence on that complex. I'm
Can't
not telling you. I refuse to tell you all this time. I refuse to tell anyone.
So how long have you been on the project?
Oh, a year and a half, maybe 19 months.
So it might have been at least, I don't know how many years. When is the last
Oh,
time
long
we
time,
saw
long
we
time.
saw each other? I mean, I
Many
think
years ago.
your parents were still together. I mean, that's
Obviously.
many moons
Yeah,
ago.
a long time ago.
Any news from your dad?
Yeah. I went home recently. My dad passed away about 3 months ago.
Joking.
You must know the history about my dad and your dad.
Well, I know they didn't like each other.
That's
you
an
know?
understatement. My dad would have done anything to take your dad down.
Anything?
We have to go into this path.
When is the last time he was in Sydney? When you saw him?
About 3 months ago. Just before he passed away.
Yeah, well, you've done it again. I'm not happy. Not happy at all.
Oh, what's wrong now?
Well, look, we've lost everything with Purple Grove, okay? The seeds that we got, they've all failed. I've got nothing left.
Well, why don't, look, sit down. Why don't you see it as an opportunity to restart? Start again. You can do anything you want. You've got the land. We've got a beautiful paradise around here. You can do anything you want.
But this has all been plotting against me behind my back.
Oh, you're paranoid.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm aware that one of the conditions of my father's will was that one of us married a Kelly. Well, my brother certainly succeeded in that.
Well, we've done it all now. We've done what the will demanded. We can now go forward and start really concentrating on the aged care facility. And we can be very innovative with it.
Yeah, well, I'm in the business now, but as you say, there are three of us, but you have to put your hand into the business wholeheartedly,
Definitely.
not just the Olive Grove.
Look, definitely, we can really make a go of this. If we put our heads together, we're three intelligent people. We've succeeded before, we will succeed again.
Why do I have the feeling that I'm being made a monkey of out of all of this?
You are not being made a monkey. We can use all your expertise in every aspect of this. You're part of this whole thing. I'm sure there's plenty of land out there that you can stick a few seeds in and grow something.
Look, I'm part of it all right. Stick a few seeds in it and grow what? Marijuana? I don't think so.
Anything you like.
No, I want an olive grove and I want the aged care facility. Why should I have to start again?
Look, we have pathways through the grove that would benefit greatly from beautiful olive trees. Use imagination.
Oh, look, there's been imagination going on. Why did you marry Jeff? What was that all about?
It was premeditated and it was a condition in the father's will.
Yeah.
Yes, so it was also a business arrangement, as well as Jeff and I are a very good match, but it was basically a business arrangement.
Hi,
Hi
what
there.
are you doing?
Oh, just reading this murder mystery. It's very intriguing.
Oh,
Yes, can't put it down. What's happening?
Oh, my crazy brother,
What's the
David. Oh, sleepwalking again.
No.
Yeah, in a yellow raincoat.
Oh my goodness.
He's hopeless.
Oh God. Okay, it's in a yellow raincoat. Oh my goodness, that's very strange.
Yeah, well,
But then
look,
he's got a bad history.
he has. Look, I think he's being suspected of trying to kill Sean.
I think there's a lot of suspicious activity with him.
Yeah, well, I mean, they found the yellow raincoat beside him. So,
Did they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, it's being investigated. Police are
They're onto
checking
it.
it. Michael's onto it. I think we'll get some results soon.
I think we will.
Hopefully we can get him out of our lives.
Yes, that would be good.
Too many people being involved in Purple Grove is just not a good,
It's too much
Good
input,
thing.
isn't it? Yeah.
not a good formula.
No.
well, I mean, it's a generation issue, you know. Our parents were not really very close. You know, it's like Lauren's mother and my mother.
Yeah,
we were
but-
just, you know, they were just twins, but never got along.
There may be
So-
reasons for that.
And you, I mean, it's been so many years we haven't caught up together. So when did you see your dad last?
It was about probably 3 or 4 months ago when I went back, and he was very, very ill, terminal with lung cancer. I knew he was going to die. And yeah, he disclosed a few things to me. We spoke, and he wrote a letter.
Yeah, but how come we only finding that now? I mean, Auntie Claire, I mean, we don't know about it.
I know the letter was it was very revealing. It I guess had some secrets involved your dad actually.
Where was he all these years? I mean, never really. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Giving us free glasses, I don't know. Is Lawrence coming soon? So, yeah, where were we?
So my dad's letter.
Yeah, so
It's,
why your letter and what was in there?
He talked about a lot of regrets in life and a lot of things that he'd been wanting to tell me for some time. But I guess there was something pretty big, something very big actually.
Was it involving my dad?
Yes.
I think they never got over the fact that, you know, they met up in Germany that night and your dad was totally smashed, drunk, and he killed accidentally the maid. But what was he doing with the maid in Germany, you know? So obviously you were too young to remember. I mean, we were pretty much the same age, but I mean, you were too young to remember.
I don't remember any of that. The big thing he talked about was Sean.
Well, what about Sean?
He said how he tried to kill him, and that it would potentially incriminate your father as well.
Is that him who dressed up with the yellow coat to incriminate my dad? Are you saying that your father admitted that he dressed up with a yellow cow to incriminate my dad and try and kill Sean.
Yes. He said that to me in his dying bed. He told me in his dying bed of this thing.
Can't believe it.
Do you see anything?
I think I can see a light.
Oh yeah? And what else have you been sort of
Well,
seeing?
I reckon I can sort of see shapes a bit, like maybe the outline of people. So, yeah, I'm definitely. Oh, is it seeing? But there's
Yeah.
definitely something.
Yeah. Look,
It's not completely blackness like it was.
Is that possible, Doctor?
well, it's only been 8 weeks and something is coming back. So I have quite high hopes that, yeah, that vision is on the way.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Have you been? What else has changed since you?
Well, I've had this trip planned for years.
Okay.
Yeah, it was my father's dream.
Yeah.
And I've just, I'm so motivated to do this trip. I'm not going to let anything stop me from doing it. So, I don't know, might be mind over matter.
I think it's possible.
positive thinking.
Yeah.
I've tried being positive throughout this whole
Yeah,
experience.
he has.
Yeah.
He's-
Yeah.
Despite the circumstances,
Yeah.
he's done so well.
Yeah.
So, what do you reckon, Doc? How much longer?
I think with all this positivity around you, especially with family support and you keeping your hopes up, I think we got a good chance, mate.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Good.
So, is that you there?
Yes, I'm
I
on.
sort of
That's right.
see like a bit of a silhouette.
That's right. I'm on your left. That's right. Yeah.
How about we invest in the pony club there? That should distract a couple of the old dears in the aged care facility, hey?
It's very typical of you to be so extravagant.
Oh.
There's no need for that.
Need to have a little bit of fun. By the way, how's Sean?
Well, he's recovering. I haven't been speaking to Deb much about that. She's coming round, but the relationship's a bit rocky.
Oh, well, yeah, but she's your daughter, you know. You should try hard.
Yeah, well, we'll see how things go.
Yeah, okay.
The upshot is that we have to work on the Northern Beaches project, and I think that's the most important thing. She did a very good job at Piermont, and
Yeah.
I'd expect her to do the same. I'm really confident.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she will.
Auntie Claire certainly doesn't like to see you here. Your mum is missing you terribly, Lawrence. You need to understand that. She's missing you.
Well, this is my place. Mom and Dad left me with big piece of land with everything here.
I understand.
So I built up this place and I have nothing to do with Portugal. So I'm not going back there. And happy to have my son Joy and Sonia around. So this is the best thing I ever had in my life at the moment. What's the point of going back to somewhere that I have no interest and somewhere I don't feel I belong?
What do you mean you never thought you belonged? My dad really, brought you up as if you were his son, He had...
Well, but they're still not my father, okay? So don't even get there. So I like it here, so I'll never go back there. That is not where I belong. You have to understand that, sir. No one would like to go back to Sydney where the nightmare is. This is such a peaceful paradise and I think this is where I belong.
I just thought you would like to show more gratitude to your mother, who's, after everything she did for you, for us, for Purple Grove, with my mother. But it's okay, I can understand. There's a period in my life where I wanted to go and work like you on this property in Paris. It's funny how our parents, they brought us up with this entrepreneurial spirit to try and develop hotels all around the world.
We are both entrepreneurial and we are both successful in our own right. But I'm into business and you're into writing. So what is this about?
Yeah, true. I mean, I got that from them, and hopefully one day I can get the Parkinson House back and I will believe her legacy. which is managing this publishing company and nurturing all the books she wrote all her life. That's what I'd like to do one day ultimately, not corporate growth.
Sure, so I think you just focus on what you do and don't come even close and get involved in my business. This is my world and I'm not getting involved in your world, and make it this very, very clear, okay?
No, are you right there? Don't go
Yeah, that's right. I know the way. I know I've walked this way like 1,000 times. I know the way.
Okay. That's it, nice and easy.
I've walked this way 1,000 times. I know it off the back of my hand.
Are you still seeing like light and shade?
Yeah, little bits of light and shade.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's
I
positive.
can sense everything around me. I think that the
Careful.
walkway's just here somewhere.
Yep, we've got to go right here. It's all right, I got you. Yep, that's it. Okay.
There's a step here somewhere.
Yep. Okay, 1, 2, and step up.
There it is. I knew it was there.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping me, babe. I really appreciate you helping me every day. Come down here.
I want to do
There's some
anything
steps here
I
as
can.
well
Yep.
somewhere.
Okay, 1. Okay, next foot, step down. There's the edge. Yep. That's it. Hold the wall. Okay, another step down. There it is. Yep. That's it. You got it. I wonder what's so close. Why are we all here today?
Well, we'll soon know. He's supposed to be here soon.
Yes, he's probably on his way. Gee, the weather's changed.
Hey guys.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Sebastian.
Yeah, I just spent some time with the police. Actually, Michael was there. I think it's all resolved regarding the attempt of murder on Sean. I've got the results here. There was a letter that was written by Uncle Alex.
Oh, okay.
We haven't heard from him for a long time. Well, Alex just passed away in Sydney, actually, and before passing away, he handed a letter to the police. Cut the story short, all the letters are the letter and some personal belongings. Actually, I've been asked to hand them back to you as you the closest relative. Is the one that who dressed up as a yellow coat and tried and killed Sean. Obviously he wanted to damage your reputation. You had some dirty game on him when you were in Germany and got in a bar with him and trying to get him drunk. And he unfortunately came out of the bar and ran over this girl and she died. Since then, he never liked you, never liked us, never liked the family. I think Penelope may have said that to you in the past.
Yes, she did. Yes.
And everything is here. It's basically a revelation. He died of cancer, and just before dying, he wanted to be clear with himself and his conscience, and wanted to disclose that.
So everything's in the letter.
Is a letter. I got the letter from his son, Chris. He's actually in Vietnam with Lawrence. They're working together.
How is Lawrence?
Yeah, I went there. I mean, it's a lovely hotel. If you could see it, if we could all see it, we would learn a lot about managing properties. And with this new project on Northern Beaches, I'm sure you would be
We
keen
should
to know.
take a trip over there sometime.
Yeah, I know it's a lovely city, but it's a beautiful hotel. And yeah, funny, we were the 3 cousins there, Chris, Lawrence and I. And I was quite impressed to see them and finding that they're working together. But at least everyone is clear now, the case is closed, thanks to Michael. And then you, innocent dad, it's never been you.
Thank goodness for that. And I know you two are trying to bring me down and kick me out of the project,
No.
but you haven't heard the last of it, trust me.
Look, for Christ's sake, we're not trying to do that at all. You're part of the Robinsons now. Don't forget that.
No, I won't forget it. You haven't heard the last from me.
He's always been a part of the Robinson, right? He's
Yeah.
your brother, so...
That's right. I don't know why he's going on about it.
He's paranoid.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, I fixed the problem. There was water everywhere in the restaurant, everywhere. So I don't know what's happened with the pump, but it's broken again.
Again?
Yep, I think I fixed it. So I got the mechanic in. It's fixed. It cleaned it up. We can open up the restaurant probably, I would say, within the hour.
That's great. I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, Sam has been talking to you privately. Is that
right.
something that I should know?
Well, we've spoken about a few things, but as you well know, there's a lot of secrets in our family.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, he spoke to me as well.
About what?
And I think he has interest in getting involved in what we do over here.
In the business?
Yeah,
I never mentioned that to me.
I know.
But,
A lot of fishy thing is happening about him suddenly disappearing in our resort over here in Vietnam. It's like, what the hell is he doing here?
But Lawrence, I need to tell you something. I did mention about my father to him. I had to. So,
Why?
well, because he needs to know it involves his father. So I told him about the letter.
The letter.
I'm sorry, but he had to know.
The letter again. Gosh.
I don't think that Seb wants to be involved in the business. I just think he came here just to spend some time with the family and to probably just sort a few things out.
I think, okay, that makes sense now. Okay, with the letter, at least everybody is now can rest in peace.
Yeah, well, I hope
And-
Dad can rest in peace as well. I
And
mean,
my mom at least will understand what is happening.
yeah, no doubt Seb will tell your mother sooner or later, I think, as well. Where's Joe?
Joe is they're going for honeymoon at the moment. They're enjoying themselves.
Kids, I'm so glad I didn't have to. It's just too difficult.
Really?
Too difficult. Oh, the stress of it all.
It's good to have kids. Instead of, I don't want to be in a position spending a life with a prostitute. It's like never
Hey,
ending
hey,
story.
hey,
you know?
hey, no need to say that. I mean, I make my choices. I like what I like. My life is my life, but I don't have any stresses. All I've got to worry about is myself.
Okay.
And hey, I left my wife in New Zealand. Things are great. That's why I came here for a new adventure.
But to tell you the truth, I was pleased to know that you were not, this yellow coat again.
Yeah, well, thanks to Nina's therapy, I'm over that. I'm over.
Are you sure that?
Yeah, I'm over any fetish to do with yellow. Not at all. But I'm now focused on a big project of moving all of the patients and working with Claire to get.
Well, it's huge, it's massive. I mean, it took us a long time to go all around this new project. I didn't know it was so big.
It's huge. And Jeff is making me do all the hard work as usual.
Are you sure of that?
Yeah, he wouldn't lift a finger. He wouldn't even pick a feather off the ground if he saw it was in the way. No.
But the yellow coat, I mean, it was traumatic for Deb and I in our childhood.
Yeah, I know, and I'm sorry for that. I mean, I did some bad things when you were growing up. I know that. I apologise, but like Nina has taught me the error of my ways, and I no longer have that yellow fetish.
But
So I'm sorry about that.
was so you think it's a relief actually that Uncle Alex passed away and just admitted that he was behind it.
Yeah, well, as you know, I'm guilty of that. I'm not guilty of doing that. But there's no way that I'm getting out of the big project. If Jen Claire trying to remove me, I won't go.
Well,
And
Purple Grove is a part of you, is a part of your DNA, so you should fight for it. I mean,
I'll fight for it. They'll have to kill me to get me out of it.
Brother passed away, and it's, what do? You just have to get over things. So
Must have been hard.
it was very hard, and I know Penelope helped a lot, but she had more money, and I was away for quite a bit of time, so there you go. How's Sean?
Oh, look, he's okay. We're staying positive. He can just start to see some kind of shadows, shapes.
Right.
But look, there's a long road to go, and it's been very, very traumatising.
Well, you know, what I'm hoping is that we can work together on Purple Grove, and I think it'll be really uniting for the family. Do you think that you could fit in with that? Do you think that you could find a way?
Yeah, look, I do. Look, Dad losing Purple Grove was just devastating, and we've had to start again. And I'm hoping that the new Northern Beaches Purple Grove will be a good place to start with that. And yes, I would like your help. I think, you know, it's always been a family business. I want it to be a family business.
Well, anything I can do, I'm very keen to help. And I think it'll go well. I think it'll be a new start for everybody. Yes, and a uniting force for everybody. So let's work towards that.
Should I call you Mum?
No. I'm really happy to be a stepmother, but you can just go on calling me as you did before. Okay, that'll be fine.